Thanks for joining on the Orange Couch today. It's my great pleasure. We're so fortunate to have Jamie Donnelly of Belmont Village, and Jamie happened to be moving her son into trade school in Colorado, and so she was able to come out to us to have lunch and to sit down on the couch in person. And Jamie, you've seen the former Orange Couch, and so we've started to evolve ourselves, right?
Yes, you have. Very styling.
Jamie, and instead of me kind of stealing your fire, why don't you tell everybody how long you've been where you are and what you do and why we adore you so much.
Oh, well, thank you. I adore you guys too. I've been with Belmont Village for 6 years, and I am the community liaison. I manage all of the leads that come to Belmont Village for all 30 communities from some of our referral partners, including live chat and rubric, and all of our website leads as well. And we have very good success rate in our move-ins, largely in part to our referral partners like live chat. Live chat is very important to our business. It keeps our customers on our website for an average of 2 to 3 minutes longer than they normally would have. They get some valuable information in a short period of time, and we're able to capture their information so that we can reach out to them and invite them in to come see what the Belmont Village difference is and how we can help their family.
Cool. Now, what I will say is, as often is the case, Jamie gives us far too much credit. All we do is we tee it up for her, but it's because she is able to handle every single site staff live chat lead that happens to come in, as well as some other lead sources, but it's because of her miraculous ability to connect. Jamie, you're as good of a relationship seller as I've ever heard. And when she is the one that ultimately controls our results, it makes it very easy for us. So if you ever chat on the Belmont Village site, you'll notice how short and to the point we are, because all we need to do is to get Jamie on the phone with them, and she kind of takes care of everything from there. And she is unquestionably the reason why this has been such a successful partnership. So Jamie, without giving away all of your trade secrets, tell me a couple of things that are just, if you're a sales counselor at a community and you're in week one of being at a community, you've never been in senior living before, what would you say that, based on your years of experience and success in doing this, what are the things that they need to consider non-negotiables in dealing with seniors and their families?
I believe the most important part of dealing with seniors and their family is being honest and true and open and sincere. And if you're not thinking about this as a selling process, if you're thinking of more of, I am helping your family, we're not selling tires. We are there to help you and your family, to coach you through the difficult times, to answer some of your questions that you wouldn't normally know what to ask because you haven't been through this before. We're here to be your counselor more than your salesperson and give you the direction that you need. If Belmont Village happens to be the place for you to move your mom or dad, that's wonderful. But if we can provide you the resources to get you the information and educate you the way that you need that information to understand what options are available, then really that's the most important thing, us being able to help you and your family.
Now, I 100% agree with you and support that. However, when we were having lunch, you had brought up a couple of sales statistics or performance indicators that we share in common, as far as 1, speed to lead, and 2, follow-up.
Follow-up is important.
So tell me why, and we don't have to share the numbers as far as your vast superiority as far as your contacts go, but why is, first of all, speed to lead important to you specifically when you're addressing these families?
Well, speed to lead for me is important for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to be the first one to reach out to that family member so that they know that we care and that I can provide with them the resources that they need so they can be educated what their choices are for now and in the future. The second reason speed to lead is important is because if I'm talking to them, they're not talking to my competitor first.
Well said. Okay, so that brings us to follow-up. And I like to tell my team here that the Latin root of the word success is the definition of follow-up. And I would say that the measure of a salesperson is about their pipeline, but it's also their ability to do what's necessary and make the extra contact points to be able to follow up to get a win or to get a sale. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree. When you are following up with a family member, if it's somebody that you've never spoken to and you're just leaving them messages and sending them emails, the more information they have from you, the more contact they have from you, the more sincere they will know that you want to help. The second part of that is if you've actually met face to face or talked to somebody on the phone and you've told them before, Jonathan, I really care about your mom and I want to help her. What does it say about you and your personality and your sincerity if you never call them again?
Well, first of all, you missed an opportunity to build trust.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, I actually think it could be polarizing. People could feel the exact opposite of you,
Yeah.
no matter how endearing you might have been in the beginning, right?
Exactly.
So I think that if you have speed to lead, then you're setting the right expectation and you're preventing them from letting somebody else be the early bird.
Exactly.
And then it comes up to follow up to be able to deliver upon the expectation that you set for yourself.
Exactly.
Terrific. So
Exactly.
I want to end this session, Jamie, with one thing. So we've known each other for a while now.
Mhm.
I think from the moment I met you, I kind of put you on a pedestal. One of the
I'm
things
not sure why.
one of the things that I don't think I've ever asked you, and I asked this of new team members at SiteStaff, is tell me about an embarrassing moment. And I want to keep it to this industry because you engage so many families. I want to be able to find out, was there an embarrassing moment to when either you were you misread the family or what their needs were, or you stuck your foot in your mouth with something that you said? I'd love to be able to say that Jamie deserves to be on a pedestal this high, but she really is human too, and she's guilty of the same human flaws that the rest of us have. So what do you got for us?
I love to tell the story of the first time I encountered Alice at one of the communities I used to work for. Alice was 104 years old,
Wow.
very sweet woman. I happened to be walking past her and she was sitting on the couch and she looked at me and she said, "Could you call my mom? They want me to stay here for lunch and I need to know if it's okay." And I said, "Yeah, sure, hold on." And I walked away from her, waited a few minutes, came back and I said, "Hey, Alice, great news. Your mom says you can stay for lunch." Alice all of a sudden had a lucid moment and said, "Who did you just talk to? My mother's dead." I said, "I don't know. Let me go find out." So I walked away from Alice for a few minutes and she had rattled off her phone number. And so I pretended, I walked away, came back and I said, "Hey, Alice, how are you?" And she said, "Could you do me a favor? Could you call my mom? They want me to stay for lunch and I need to know if it's okay." I said, "Alice, I just talked to your mom." She said, "It's fine." And I walked away as fast as I could.
That's terrific. Well, I could honestly do this for hours, but thankfully we've already spent a couple hours together.
I
So
appreciate
I'm not
that.
going to keep you on camera here, but I will say this, guys, and I don't say this often. There is an elite level of sales when it comes to these communities, and I can tell you this from a lot of senior living executives that I've gotten to know very well over the years. They wish they could duplicate this woman. And I would say out of, as a favor to Belmont Village and a favor of SiteStaff, I would love for you to maybe collaborate with us again to where you can share some other, really good piece of advice, because you're a wealth of information. But at the end of the day, Jamie, it comes down to results. And I've never seen anybody more effective when it comes to engaging families and creating move-ins than you.
I appreciate that. Well, I hope it shows to the families that I care about them.
You do, and you're awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.